Hello and welcome to Alienate UK with your hosts, Andy and Nicole. Please put all questions in caps and start with an emoji.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hello, welcome to today's show with no guest.
New guest, just us.
Yeah, so Bob Brown was going to be on. He messaged me. He's been having issues with his internet and his laptop's playing up. So it's just once he gets it sorted, he's then going to come on. So do apologise to everyone. He's very sorry, but it's the way it goes sometimes. There's not a lot we can do about it. So thought rather than bin it off, we'll do a Q&A and some updates that we can actually talk about.
I know there are a few that we can talk about.
Yes, and there's one that I can't talk about, so that's it. All I can say is
tomorrow should be the day that I can talk about the other thing I can't talk about.
See, and I can't talk about this for about 6 weeks. So I signed a PDF NDA yesterday, a contract of sort. It sounds more exciting than what it actually is. It is exciting, but it's nothing. It's no biggie. As well, it is and it's not. It depends how you look at it. Because I've known about this for a while now, so it's for me. It's just the next thing coming up. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But
for everybody else, it's exciting.
It's exciting. Does that make sense? Yeah, and that's all I can give you.
But I have very low standards. I think everything's exciting.
Yeah, it is. It is. No UFOs this week. Flashes. So here's the thing with the flashes. In the areas where I didn't see UFO early last week, normal. I thought it might be my eyes playing up because I should wear glasses. I don't wear them. Got high blood pressure. That's part of the thing. But I had me annual blood test done, and they said everything's fine. Everything's working out. It should. My liver's doing what it should be doing with the blood pressure tablets and so on. So I know it's not that. Now, when I'm in Cambridge area, I'll get flashes like out of different windows, like only like a handful a day. So I got 2 today, and I was in Cambridgeshire. But then I was in the other counties like Bedford and Peterborough. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So I'm either losing it, and my eyes are on the way out, or there's something going on. I honestly couldn't tell you. So yeah, it's an odd one. I've never had that before. Excuse me. So, yeah, if anyone's got any suggestions, please share.
Speaking of liver function, what are you drinking today, Andy?
I'm drinking lemonade and Vimto. So for the American viewers who don't know, this is Vimto. It's actually made in Manchester. It's in Wivenshaw, near where Darren lives. It's just mixed berries juice that you add water to. So yeah, It's like Ribena. No, nothing.
I am drinking
Again, nothing
Celsius.
exciting. And
I'm drinking Celsius liquid rum.
there you go. See,
Celsius and Bacardi. That's what I'm
and that's
drinking.
nearly empty. I've just realised that bottle's actually nearly empty.
It is. I'm gonna have to restock my bar. But you know, they make like vodka Red Bulls. So I'm like, well, what if I added alcohol to Celsius? I'm
Exactly.
gonna make the new trendy drink.
Yeah, because I was doing Sambuca with bubblegum, so
Ugh.
it's
Sambuca.
nice.
Sambuca sounds gross.
Yeah, I've not touched it for a while, so I'll see how it goes. But thank you everyone for coming in the chat. For those who didn't hear at the beginning, Bob Brown can't make it. He's having technical issues. His laptop's playing up, so we are going to reschedule. He will be on very soon. We have a couple of slots available, so fingers crossed he can do one of them, and it'll be a Wednesday as well.
Yes.
I am doing a live tomorrow around about 6 p.m. with Coley Webber and Dana Louise. So we're doing crossing over from both or all three YouTube channels. So it's going to go out on Coley's network, SNX, I think it's called. And I don't know if Dana's doing it off. Dana's just going to be a guest. So it'll be about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So 6 p.m. UK time, which will be 2 p.m. EST, 11, 12 morning PST, possibly. I don't know. I can't work it out.
Just subscribe.
Subscribe. You see it. Yeah, it will tell you your time.
That's how I know what time I'm supposed to show up.
2 hours. 2 hours early.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, I was on time today.
Yes, she was.
I did not get mixed up.
No, it's all good. Right, so we're going to do a bit of a Q&A because we've not done one for quite a while.
Yeah.
We have had quite a lot go on, obviously on my end and then your end as well, and all the bits in between. So we've not had. I know we have spoke about it, but we've not gone into detail about it. So we do have a couple of questions. So this is the first one. So this is from Derek. Woo Riders DG. So his question is, Andy and Nicole, have you noticed since delving deep into the phenomenon and researching that bad luck tends to follow our unfortunate life circumstances?
You want to go first?
Yeah, because he sent this before we went live, so I had having a good think about it. Touch wood, fingers crossed, and all that superstitious stuff. No, nothing major. Like you had a little bit here and there, but that's just life in general. But I've not had anything like bad happen. The stereo on the car's gone. So, but then when I looked it up online, it's a common fault on the Ford Focus. So I take it as that.
You know, now that we talk about this, all the bad stuff's going to happen.
I know.
Law of attraction.
Do not jinx it.
But no, I haven't. I don't know. I've been in all kinds of places, all kinds of things that are supposedly dark and negative, and I just don't let it affect me.
But I think it's how you approach it. I'm not talking about intent and manifestation, but your overall vibration, like your frequency when you go to investigate this stuff. Well, not even investigate, but you're in an area where you know this. Like when I go to the cemetery, I'll take Bruno and we'll go for a little walk, like in an evening or like a weekend or something. And even that, I'm still looking because the amount of stuff that we've had go on there, but I don't feel like there's anything bad. Obviously, I wouldn't go at night on my own because stuff has happened there, mainly mainly at night. So
And Shanghai.
yeah. So it's more. I've not had nothing out of the ordinary has gone on. Not bad for me. It's like more good luck being in the right place at the right time to encounter these sort of things. Even stuff that scared me, like the screaming, the big black mass that was following us when we was down at Delapre Abbey between the lake and the house. Yeah, it was horrible, but it was. I don't think it was bad luck.
So I'm going to go the other way with this too, because I think that delving deep into the phenomena and being in the paranormal community has brought good luck, because it's attracted some really great people into my life that I wouldn't have met otherwise. I have like a really good core group of people I investigate with, people I spend time with now that I wouldn't have known otherwise.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because I wouldn't know you, wouldn't know Elle, wouldn't know Tommy. Everyone else, Frankie, Simon, everyone in the chat, Sober, Stuart, Og, Jane and Daryl, Tonya. Just going to go through some names. Michelle, Cass, Ross, Daniel Berry, Derek, like, and then everyone else who's watching that doesn't come in the chat.
Yeah.
So there would be, like you said, the community wouldn't be what it is. Plus everyone else, it's been like Sarah, Emma, to investigate, Tim Smith, Daryl, Paraman. Do you know what I mean? There's all these different people that we've met and we've entwined with to make it what it is. Eric, Michelle Gray, then all the guests that we've had on.
Please, I'm going to start name dropping now.
I was going to say something, then I thought, no, just don't do it. So I'm not. Go on.
I know what you were thinking. I know what you were thinking, and no, this is not the talk shit because it's true show.
No. But no, but I wouldn't. I've met a lot of them, but not all of them. Hopefully, we'll be meeting a lot of you guys soon, anyway. But it's not name dropping. It's like this channel wouldn't be where it is if it wasn't for you guys. Yeah, I sit in, I start out, produce it, edit it, do all that stuff. But even with Darren, the Alien in the Jar, the music that he's let me use, it's just them little bits and pieces. It's all the little things that add up that create this one big thing. And that's what makes it. It's the community that keeps it going. And that's how it feels for me anyway. So thank you, everyone. Really do mean it, because it's everything.
It is. And all the crazy connections you make. The wildest thing is me starting this and meeting Al, and then getting introduced to you and Tommy, and then through that meeting everybody else, with the channel.
Yeah. But it's like going to Canuck, met up with Sober. He messaged me and said, yeah, I'm on my way with meet up. I'm like, I don't even know who it is. I didn't know. Because he changed his name partway through and we didn't know. And then the first time I met him, we got on great. And we've been there a few times and we do need to do it more. Everyone's busy and all that. And then meeting up with BIB Paranormal, Ben and Ian. You know what? It's just, it would never have happened if we'd not been in lockdown and I wasn't sat in marding my ass off because I couldn't go out trick-or-treating with or without the kids. I'm not fussy. So this created all this and it just got going. So yeah, I'm just going to put that on. So really do appreciate it. And people that are not part of it anymore, that was part of it, still made this happen.
Yes.
So I appreciate them as well for the time that they've given to doing this, even if they don't do it anymore
Hmm.
for whatever reason, because there are a number of different reasons, as we know, which I'm not going to delve into. That is not a show on its own. Yeah. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if anyone does want to pop on and ask us a question, it's literally you will come on, you will ask a question. You don't have to be on camera. Taking camera off. We do need to hear your voice though. You ask
Nope,
a
we're gonna
question.
practice ESP.
Yeah, we could do. Well, you ask whatever question you want to ask us, and then you can either stay on while we answer, and we can interact that way, or we can kick you off and we'll just do it, and then the next person. So, yeah, that's it. So, yeah, if anyone would like to pop on, you're more than welcome. And not anyone. No, don't want nutters. Don't want no weird questions or anything like that. So
This
part of
isn't
this.
Ask Me Anything. Keep it clean and somewhat paranormal related.
Yeah.
Or adjacent.
In this genre, shall we say? Right. Here's a question from Og. So it's for both of us, but I'm going to ask it to you first. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So, money unlimited, you have been chosen to go anywhere you want with one person or a group. Where do you go and with who, not including the co-host? So we don't have to pick each other.
Oh, that's great. So we don't have to offend each other.
No, not yet. It's still time for that.
I don't know. I gotta think about this one. I really
That's a
want
good
to go with
question.
the UK.
Yeah.
You know, co-host excluded. Like, I really want to get over there, get into the castles.
Yeah.
You have so much older stuff than we do.
Well, yeah, but it's you guys would be able to drive around the UK in a day because of how vast the US is, and you're used to driving everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get it all done, like 2 days, that's it.
I could see all of the UK in like 2 days.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'll hit every castle.
Yeah.
And then if I have time, I'll just pop over to Wales.
Wales, you want to go to Wales?
Yeah.
Wales and Scotland, an island if you get a chance. Yeah. North and south. So.
And with one person or group, I'm gonna say with Full Moon. I'm gonna say with my group because I love them and they make everything fun.
Right. So. See, I can't pick a group as such because I'm not in a group as such. I just meet up with different people. So people in the chat, Simon, Sober, Ash, anyone else who we met up with, nothing against them because I've been out with them, done the investigating with them. We've done stay over, we've done the camping, we've all that sort of stuff. Warren, he came to Cannock when we first went. So where would it go? Right, let me think. Can I come back to this in a bit? Because because I've met Elaine and everyone else when we've done Rendlesham and Mike and Alex and Simon, and do you know what I mean? So I've been quite lucky really doing this, that I've met different people in different areas. So I'm gonna have to come back to this question, sorry.
How big can the group be? Does it have can we have a very large group?
All right, so
because I want to go with everybody I've been with for the past 3 weekends.
Right. So Og's just put, Betty says Nathaniel. Now I've met Nathaniel, we've had a beer together and the chat and met Barry, been out on a mini investigation, me, Simon and Barry Fitzgerald. I'm not name dropping, it's just I'm telling you what I've done. Yeah. Nathaniel was supposed to come, but he was Andy Bingo, that's why. But so I'm lucky to I've met Joanne, I've met Steph, I've met Rebecca. I've met Alison Buttle, Bob Brown, Paul Sinclair. There's loads of people that I've been lucky to meet Steve Mayer. And I am not name dropping. I'm just, because I've interviewed them and then they've just become friends. I can drop them a message and ask them something, and they're both, that's him reading the messages. They're all, what you see is what you get. There's not very many that I've met that are not like that. It's exactly how you see them doing the podcasts and live streams are what you expect is what they are. Very, very genuine and say it as it is. Yeah, they might swear a little bit more than they would in real life. They'll swear more in real life than what you'd expect when you see them on air. Some of them, anyway. So, 1 second.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I was just reading in private chat. So, so both of you, someone you've not met.
Ooh.
Right.
Josh Gates. Josh Gates. I'm going to see him at Penhurst Paracon.
Okay. Who?
Josh Gates. Andy.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Josh Gates.
I'm gonna have to look him up now, aren't I?
Yes, you are. You know who this is.
Do I?
He's on like every paranormal like show, like the OG ones. From Expedition Unknown. You know Josh Gates.
He looks like Thingy Queen out of The Flash. Arrow. Green Arrow. Is it Green Arrow? No.
Oh, kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
And he has a degree in archaeology, apparently. So that's useful.
Yes. He dresses as Indiana Jones. Similar. That him? Please tell me that's him. Yeah, he looks like what's he? Yeah, him he plays the Arrow.
Is it Steven something? ML or something?
I don't know. I've not watched it for a few years. I can't remember. But yes, I do know what you mean. Sorry.
Steven Amell. Yeah. He does kind of look like him.
A lot.
No.
I actually thought it was him then.
The guy from the Arrow.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Definitely him. No, I don't know if I've seen that. Right. Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to say, only because I've not met this person and I get on so well with them, it's got to be Tommy.
Oh, somebody you don't know and never talked to.
How can I tell you somebody I don't know?
I don't know Josh Gates, and I told you him, like somebody from TV or something.
Oh, right. Okay, Dan Aykroyd.
Okay.
Dan Aykroyd and the Himalayas, looking for the Yeti.
That's a good one.
Yep. So right up into Mongolia, right over past China, as far north as possible, and yeah, around that area. Or James Bobo Fay and the Appalachians, anywhere on the Appalachians, don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Appalachians are good. You're gonna get like kidnapped by the Pukwudgie though.
That's fine. Pukwudgies are good.
What do they do? Don't they throw people off a cliff?
I hope not. Hope not. So yeah, I'd say either. Yeah.
Ooh, what was my new favorite called?
What was what?
My new favorite cryptid. What was it called again?
Oh, Pukwudgie.
No, the little Bigfoot. Gwendolyn talked about it.
Big Little Foot? I don't know. I cannot remember. I'm not even drinking. I feel drunk, but sorry, I can't remember. Oh, well, and remember, while you look that up, Mark Ollie is on the 26th of this month. On the YouTube channel. If you go to Pulsar Community, there's a list of subjects that he's willing to talk about. I've left it up because not many people have gone on it yet. The top 2 topics that get chosen, I'm going to put forward for Mark, and then he's going to get all the information, and we're going to do first half on one, second half on the other. So if you've not already done it, can you go on there and just, there's a big list of all different things that he's willing to talk about. So if you go on that and just put your topics in the comments, and then I'm going to pick 2 this weekend and then send them over to him.
It's an Alba Twitch.
That's it.
An Alba Twitch.
Yes.
And
Right,
this
1
is-
second.
It's the only picture that I could find. I can't add it to the screen.
Can you not? Oh,
No.
there you go. Oh, you're having issues. I think you're not logged in proper.
Before presenting a screen,
What?
remove other media streams from the stage.
Right, there we go.
Oh,
That's terrible.
that's the Alba Twitch.
Okay. Take your word on it. You can't see it. Yeah. Oh, it looks like a bear or something, doesn't it? So,
I don't know. There's not very many pictures of the Alba Twitch, even less than
No.
Bigfoot.
strange. Yeah, so please do pick 2 topics. Just put the 2 topics in the comments. Yeah, that's obviously looks like gingerbread man. Put your 2 topics in the comments, and I'll go through them all and select the 2 with the highest count. So that's that.
Cool.
Right.
That's a lot of questions.
We're getting loads.
Thanks for your time, sir.
Oh, not said anything about my makeup.
Yeah, how about Andy's makeup?
Did it all myself.
You can't really see his hair because the hat is having a bad hair day.
Yeah.
But
No,
makeup,
I just yeah. I'll do makeup. Do it on a Monday, stays on till Friday. Right. Next one is from Tonya. And she is asking, let me read this out.
Hold on. Pursuit of Paranormal podcast said stubble on point, Andy.
Thank you.
There you go.
I think that's Greg. It may be Ash, but whoever it was, hi.
My stubble is not on point today.
Yeah, I just didn't have time to do it. It's Ash. So cool.
All right. So, where was your favorite and freaky place? Both. You want to start?
Right. So my favorite place and freaky place are 2 different places. So the freakiest place is when I lived in Milton Keynes and I had all them different things happen over a period of 6 years. My favorite place, it's either got to be, even though I was only there for the day, Loch Ness or Cannock Chase.
There you go.
Just because of so much that's gone on at Cannock, and we've experienced it, and people that have been we've all experienced something different, but we've never witnessed really what the other person has encountered. Like when Warren had his encounter, when Simon had his encounter, when me and Sober were there, he was asleep, I was awake, and vice versa. He was seeing stuff and hearing stuff. Then it was like very rare. There's only like 2-3 things that we all encountered at the same time. So I think it was choosing us individually rather than as a collective. Yeah, there's a lot of other places been to, but nothing really going on.
The freakiest place, I think. I don't know. There's a couple of them. Like there was the Burn Brain Manor, which had all those dolls that, like I showed you guys, the doll closet.
Ugh, yeah.
And they had like that hidden disappointment room that ghost hunters found, where they like broke through the wall and there was like a kid's crib and a bunch of toys there. That was kind of freaky.
Oh, Ashley's basement.
Oh, with the
yeah. That.
Why do you remind me of the guy from Take My Strong Hand?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's it. Was it Scary Movie, wasn't it? We've done that one. Yeah. I'm not doing it again. The door is always open. Yeah.
Where's my favorite place? Maybe the 1890 house. I really liked it, and we got a ton of activity every time we went there.
Yeah. Cool.
Up in
so is that your favorite or the freakiest?
I think that might be my favorite, but I also really like Borland House.
Yeah.
You were there last weekend. It was a good time.
So that's what I mean. We don't really have anything like this in the UK.
Well, the Borland House, we never even made it out of like the dining room. We were there all night.
Suppose there's a couple of like pubs and hotels near me that are supposed to be haunted, but there's one down the road that I pass it every day going to work, and the cost to stay in there would be, it's like 2.5 miles away from where I live, so I'm not paying to go and stay there. Like I might just go and have a wander around and just hope I don't get kicked out. I think I could do that more than anything else.
Well, that's the Borland House. It's literally around the corner. It's 10 minutes from my house, but we still stay because it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it was everybody, hanging out and investigating together and breakfast in the morning. I could have went home, but we didn't sleep till like 6:30.
Yeah. Yeah. But my answer to that question will change once I've been to Gettysburg. Hopefully it will change.
I think it will.
So
there's so many cool places in Gettysburg. There's the orphanage. There's the house, the Jenny Wade house, the battlefield.
But then you've got all the cannons and everything still on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So, and where I'm staying is right next to where some of the cannons are. So.
Well, it was all battlefield. Like at one point, that all of that was battlefield.
Yeah.
So everything is literally built on like a cemetery.
Yeah. So I'm just reading the chat as well. I am listening
to it.
Yeah. Right. So we've answered that one then, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Although I have to say Mid-Orange was pretty freaky too, because it's an abandoned it was a prison, it was a boys' reform school, and it has all like the typical abandoned haunted house kind of like creepy stuff coming down from the ceiling. There was a bunch of dead birds in there.
Yeah.
That was kind of
cool. Here's a good question from Grandia 12. You ready? Question, and of course it's always addressed to both of you. Thank you. Which paranormal tech do you wish would get a huge upgrade in the area that you study?
Ooh. I'm going to go first because I know the answer. The digital seance experience, Ron and Lourdes, they're making improvements with that constantly. It's like a telephone to the other side. Real time. It needs
to be an app. I know it can't because of the tech that goes into it. So Staticom is just
It's now the digital seance experience, TDSE.
But that's just the next level up from what it was when they come on last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. It's like you're sitting there and you're having a conversation, back and forth conversation in real time.
Yeah. Because
That's
when
fine.
it said Lordy's name when she was
Mhm.
talking, and then was it like a Spanish accent or in Spanish
Yeah.
or something? It had the accents to it, and there's one German as well, or Italian or something.
Yeah, where it says like what was it? It said something, and then they said, "Can you talk in English?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, sorry."
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. Just because of how good it is, and the Rathmans, and then and Ron and Lardes, all the time and effort and everything, the money and everything they've put into it to get it to the level that it's at now is just something else. Name dropping again. I'll be seeing them in September. But anyway,
I'll be seeing them tomorrow. So
yeah. Yes,
we're
but I'll
going
also be with Frankie as well, so it's all good.
guess what? I'll be with Frankie tomorrow too.
I'm going to teach Frankie how to drink English drinks.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he doesn't know this yet.
Well,
He'll find out.
We're gonna teach you how to drink American in July. Jello
Can't wait.
shots.
Oh, can do them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vodka. Yeah. Easy. 20 years ago it was easy. Now, not so sure. Right.
Start building your tolerance up before Gettysburg.
Yeah. Yes, I think I do. Right. Next question is from Og. What piece of equipment would you like to buy next to help your investigations? So you go first, because there's one I've been pondering for about 12 months now.
All right, you go first then if you know it, because I have to think.
Right. So mine is either going to be an electric scooter or an electric bike. Reason being, I can attach GoPro to the front and the sides. So if I'm going round wherever we're going, I can use it and just get round places quicker. Obviously, it's not always going to be able to have the access to do that, depending where you're going. But obviously, if you're outside, like fields, cemeteries, woods, possibility. But failing that, yeah, I think I've got everything that I'm wanting to buy to do investigations.
So
I can't think if not.
I'm thinking DR60, but DR60 is hit or miss because I definitely want to study the DR60 more because it gets some crazy EVPs. But it's like $3,000, $2,000 for a recorder.
Yeah. There you go.
Yes.
Handlebar mounted Ouija board.
So my realistic answer, I think I want to get a paralantern.
Nope. Don't know what you're talking about.
So it's this thing that looks like a lantern, but it has like it's like an EMF detector, but it looks like a lantern and it has different modes on it and everything and plays music. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's I think next on my list to get.
Oh, going back to one of the previous questions, what should have a big upgrade are the spirit boxes, whether it's the app on your phone, similar to what Ron and Lardes do, but it's not the same sort of thing. But rather than it just generating random words, it should nothing preloaded on it. But I'm going to go into that in one of the other questions, so I'm just going to hold that there.
Have you seen the Chattergeist? It's a UK thing.
The what?
It's called the Chattergeist.
Nope.
So it's like an obelisk. You know what an obelisk is, right?
Yeah.
So it's like an obelisk, but it's a little like Apple Watch, but it's an obelisk.
Got you.
And it has a bunch of different modes where it can like spit out words based on like whatever their algorithm is, like an obelisk. It has like a drawing mode. It has a Ouija board mode.
Oh.
It's UK based, and I've been looking at it for a while, but I can't find anybody who has it to like tell me how it works.
Somebody in the chat will know somebody who's got one.
All right. Well,
And if
somebody
you
tell
don't,
me who has a
they
Chattergeist.
Right.
I'm posting
Yes.
a link. So if somebody tells
Yeah.
me if this works, because I want it. And I've
Yes.
wanted it for a while, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it.
Yeah, so there you go. This is similar to what Ron does. So Ash has put, he's got an app which uses FM and AM, but it strips the signal, so it's just white noise. That's how they started, wasn't it? That was their like key step into it.
Yeah, they started with radio, and they started with just white noise, and then they put through all the filters and everything to slow it down.
Yep. Right. Next question from Grantier 12. Question: if one does not have Twitter, how can they reach you? I have Twitter, but I don't use it.
I don't use Twitter.
I drop Alienate UK name often to other channels I watch, maybe in the hopes of getting you on their streams or them on your stream. Thank you for that. Do appreciate it. So I don't have Twitter. I do have TikTok, but I don't use it. I've deleted it. I have Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. That's it. It's just Alienate UK. That's it. Alienate UK, but I now own as well alienateuk.com. So I've got alienate.com and alienateuk.com.
Do you have a link tree, Andy?
No, I do.
You need
but
a link tree.
No, because it's just Alienate UK.
I know, but it's just one link, and it brings it to all your social medias, your website, the channel, everything.
But just type in Alienate UK and it'll take you straight to it anyway.
Okay, well, Alienate UK is on my link tree.
Thank you. I will do it at some point. Yeah, so I've got alienate.uk and alienateuk.com. So
nobody's going to stalk you on all the different social medias. They just want to put in one link and then click whatever they want.
Look, I've been talking to Albert Rosales this week, and we had a conversation about people asking particular questions. We both decided that if either of us could create a time machine, then we'll go and pick the other one up an earlier date and tell them what they're going to be doing, stuff like that. Yeah.
Somebody get me, jeez.
You wasn't in the conversation.
Well, you can still stop and pick me up when you're back in time and be like, hey, like this is what's going on.
Yeah. But just Alienate UK. That's it. You'll find me on, like I said, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Oh, and your email, right, Andy at alienate.uk.
And merchandise is alienateuk.com. Because I thought if I'm paying for both domains, I'm going to use them.
alienateuk.com.
Yep. But all the links are on the YouTube channel as well. So thank you for that, Granzia. Appreciation. Right. So that's that question done. Next question.
What's next? People have some good questions today.
Yeah. Right. This is from Big Red. Is it Big Red? Big Red, yeah. So I'm sure it's been asked, but what was your first paranormal experience? You go first, Nicole.
Jesus, I can't even remember. Like growing up, my grandma's house was haunted, and it was just always a thing. There was Charlie who choked on a chicken bone.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the ghost that was in my grandma's house. So it's just always been a thing. You just hear him.
Chicken bone Charlie.
Yeah. It was nothing that exciting. It's just like you'd hear a noise and she's like, that's just Charlie.
Yeah, and you kind of, I think, because you grow up with all these different things going on, this is why the tagline is when the paranormal becomes normal, because if it's constant from as far back as you can remember, pretty much the present day, like we said before, it freaks you out and it might scare you and like bit of PTSD down the line. Yeah, it's still, you just see it as this is normal life. It's not any different, and you kind of miss it when nothing's going on.
Yeah.
So
Quiet, normal, boring.
Yeah, mine was the little light being on the wall, just dancing. I'm just staring at it when I was about 4 years old, and then I woke up next day. That was it. Didn't tell my parents. Didn't tell my brother. Didn't tell, like, where I grew up, the estate that I grew up on, there's a load of kids was all around the same age, all like a few months between us. Probably about 15 kids around the same age. So yeah, I never mentioned it to any of them. Never felt that I had to. There was nothing about it that was like, I need to go out and tell everyone.
Yeah. Because when you tell them, just say you saw lights on your wall, you're crazy. It was just lights, but they don't get it.
But the reason that I tell you guys about this now is because we've got the channel and this is what we do. So if I have an encounter, I'm going to tell everyone what's happened. I'll try and debunk it first, go through it, go over and over and over to see if it can be anything else other than what I believe it to be. And if I can't debunk it, I might talk about it a little bit, but not. But like I said, with the hot air balloons, it was just, that was weird. Good, because the footage that I got, I know it's only a couple of seconds, but I've now had that. I've had that encounter. I know that them things are 100% real. So, it's still going on, and not scary, but it's intriguing. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, and I think I've talked about this before. Supposedly, I channeled my great grandmother when I was like 3 or 4.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was sitting there like brushing my grandma's hair. And I was like a little baby. And I was talking about how I used to do that when she was younger, and talking about how being cremated doesn't hurt because you're not there anymore. It's just your body. And I don't remember any of this. I was told about it.
That's very interesting. That's
yeah.
Obviously, there's a connection. Was it your mum's dad?
It was my mom's mom. My mom's mom's mom.
Ah, so right.
My great-grandmother.
I thought you said grandfather. Sorry, no, I am listening. Right.
She died before I was born.
Right, so it could be because of the female, because everyone says it's stronger in paranormal field. So could be that.
Yeah, have you tried? My grandmother was going back and forth at the time about whether she wanted to be cremated.
Got you. Have you tried making contact? Would you?
Nope.
Oh.
I'm not a psychic.
But you might be. Everyone has the ability to do it. It's just tuning in to doing it.
No, I don't want to bother.
So I can answer this next one. So from Grant here again. And so Joanne's asked us some questions. So while all your guests you hope to get back on soon, which one do you just wish you could get back on your next live? See, I don't like doing these questions because I feel like it's favoritism.
You're playing favorites.
It's that connection. You do get a connection with particular guests. Like with Brandon, I was watching him on Paul Sinclair on Truth Proof, and it's like I had the text ready for him for when it finished, and as soon as Paul ended it, it's like send.
Well, as soon as you forwarded me his voice messages on Facebook.
Yeah,
and it was like
because it was like it was just that connection. Yeah. So not Brandon, only because he's regular coming on anyway, same as Dom.
Mhm.
more regular than the co-hosts. But anyway, that's another story.
Hey, I'm here. Usually.
Yes. So, and then Joanna's put, which guest would you like to come on your show that hasn't been on yet, and why? So I'm going to do these
Okay.
two together. So I'd say Frankie Adeo.
Frankie!
I would love to get Frankie on, but then there's Mark Anderson. There's a list, Chris Mead, Ash. There's loads of different people. I can't just pick one person. But we're going to try and do a panel show in May.
I would love to have a Parasite panel with Frankie Deo, Jenny Colucci, Anthony.
Yeah.
You know, the one that we couldn't say.
I think. How about we mix it up? We get 2 or 3 ghost hunters, even though I hate that term. 2 or 3 ufologists and 2 or 3 cryptozoologists.
Ooh, you know what this sounds like? A really good idea for our conference.
No, it's a really good idea for something special in May that I've not yet organised or planned. So
a 48-hour show.
No, it would just be like 2 hours.
Okay.
So it'll be like 3, 6, 9. Yeah. So no, we'd have to have 2 from each because obviously we're going to be on. So 2 ufologists, 2 ghost hunters, 2 cryptozoologists, then us 2. That'd be 8. Maybe get 2 more on. 2 skeptics.
So we can go full Brady Bunch.
Yeah. Or 2 flat earthers.
Oh, no flat earthers.
I'm messing. No, but 2 something else.
We can do some inner earthers.
I know a couple of inner earthers. Not me, but I know some others. And there's one that I want to get on. So, yeah. Next. So, the link then to Joanne's question. Which guest would you like to come on your show that hasn't been on yet, and why? So there are 2 people. First one is Lau Blackburn. Now, I was speaking to him last year, and he said, yeah, he can come on. He can't guarantee that he could do a live because he has a rock band. He goes like a lot of TV work out with family. So he has got a very productive social life. So it's fitting him in. He did agree that he'd come on and do a pre-record at some point, but then it's one of those everyone gets busy and we don't, and you kind of like it fizzles out and you don't get back to him straight away. But does anyone or do you, Nicole, watch Down the Rabbit Hole on Instagram?
No.
He's a bit like Slapped Ham.
It's like
so
what?
It's like Callum from Slapped Ham. So we'll get a load of videos. He'll put them on. It's like, what do you guys think? You don't know what's. You call yourself a paranormal investigator. Slapped Ham. Right. So anyway, Tommy sent me the details for Down the Rabbit Hole. He says yes, he'd love to come on and work with us. So it's just now organising for him to come on. So if no one's heard it, just go on Instagram and type in Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm not going to give you his name because it's not for me to do that. But I do want to get him and our Blackburn on.
Do you know who I want to get on? That I don't think we could get on. There's 2 people. One of them I told you. I think one of them I told you about. That chick Piper, who has the degree in folklore, a master's in folklore, on TikTok. Yep. Her, because she's awesome, and Jimmy Corsetti from Bright Insights, and I want to talk to him about Atlantis and ancient civilizations.
Ooh. Yeah, see, I've got a massive list of people that I'm talking to and need to talk to, but it's just finding the time. You think Tommy's bad for coming on. It's just finding the time for the availability of these people to fit in with the times and dates that we do. And it's just, yeah.
It's hard over here because it's like midday, so a lot of people are still at work.
Yeah. And then you've got 4 different time zones anyway across America.
Yeah.
So it's bad enough, just one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a few other people that I like to get on, but they're the main 2 that I've been talking to.
That would be mine. I really want to talk to Jimmy Corsetti from Bright Insights.
Yeah.
Because the ancient civilization rabbit hole is one I really, really want to go down.
Yes. Because I think that would take you to inner Earth.
Yeah.
Quite literally. Yeah, right. Do one more question. Then we'll have a break.
I don't think we need to answer this one. Because I don't think we've had anybody who keeps canceling.
Is there a guest that you asked that keep cancelling? We've had guests that have cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances, but they've always ended up coming on. So
yeah, I can't think of anybody who's like blowing us off or anything like that.
Can I twist it round?
Go for it.
I'm just looking. Grandier is saying like Blau Blackburn Solid's been doing it for a very long time. Yeah, it does Ancient Aliens and all the other like UFO and paranormal stuff. Lon Strickler, he's been on. I think I've interviewed him 3 times. That's how I got to know Vincent Richardson, was because he does Phantoms and Monsters Radio, and Vincent was part of that. So, yeah, he's a good guy to get on. Yeah. So, what was the question? Anyway, which guest would you like?
Keeps blowing us off.
No, but there are some guests that I've booked on. I'm like, no, and they're not going to be coming on. There are guests that have been on that want to come back on, and it's not me being shitty. It's the presentation of that guest that has determined they've answered the wrong question. They've answered the wrong question of whether they're coming on or not, whether they're going to come back on or not. Yeah. And then when you get people messaging you or putting in the comments, and it's not horrible message, but it's just negative feedback for that particular guest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like straight away, it's a no.
Well, there are people who are very, very knowledgeable, but they're not good at expressing their knowledge. Like they're very good at what they do.
Yeah.
And they're wonderful people, but they're not good at like public speaking, or they're not good at holding a conversation.
Yeah. But I don't know, it's just their approach to them and what they do. That's all I'm going to say on it. But then there's some amazing guests that come on that are just, you could chat to them all night. Yeah. Like George Mitrovic, Brian King Sharp. You don't know, you've never been on when he's been on. Lon, just at 99% of guests are amazing. It's just you get that 1%, and you're always going to get that 1% that you just don't gel with them for whatever reason. It's not that you disbelieve anything they're telling you. It's the way they come across as that person, and that's it. I'm probably 100%. The same. People like, not having him on again.
Well, that's like fine. that show we did, like that show we did the other day when you, me, and Tommy just completely like.
That was nothing paranormal about that.
I don't think she had an issue with it, but some people whose shows are like more structured and more serious would not really have appreciated shenanigans.
But we was serious. We were just having a laugh doing it, like we do with this. We're not taking the piss out of anything, anyone. It's just you have to be light-hearted about it because it gets too deep and too dark, and we do that as well. And that's why we laugh about it, because we know what direction we're going and we're taking it, and you've just got to bring a bit of humor into it, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's it.
We have a lot of questions left.
We do. So I'm just deleting the ones that we've answered. Right. So Granzia again. Apologies if these are questions I've asked before. Which popular paranormal spot that you believe is a bunch of rubbish reports, one that others swear by it, but your research says no?
I don't know if I want to be calling out places like this.
I don't know. I'm not too bothered. There you go. A face for radio and a voice for print. Yep, that's me. That's why I do my makeup.
It looks beautiful, Andy.
Hope to get Andy Nicole on Spooky Japan with Amanda and Irene. No, I've already done that one.
I was going to say, didn't you do that one?
Yeah.
No, Andy, I wasn't asked.
No, you wasn't available. You was out on investigation because I said about you coming on. Yeah, but Amanda said about me going back on there, so just waiting for her to contact me. But it's like it's 9-hour time difference UK, so you're going to be 14 hours.
Which actually doesn't work out so bad for me.
No, it's like nearly a day, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I think I can say it now that it got torn down. Bobby Mackey's. People had a lot of experiences there. Bobby Mackey's.
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's like this bar and this music spot that had supposedly so much negative energy. But I think personally, I've never been there, but a lot of it was what people brought in or projected on that place.
Yeah. Now I've got to be careful with this because we have got guests coming on from this place. So I don't think it's a load of rubbish. I think there's something going on there, but I think it's more hyped up now than what I know. I've done podcasts with Chris Meek on it. We did 4 or 5 weeks on it at Skinwalker Ranch. But it's more because of how it's portrayed in the TV show. So we had Jim Segala come on and he spoke about it. And like when the alpacas got attacked, and you can see the footage, but then that's like end of episode 1, episode 2, and they don't talk about it. Now, he said you can go back and watch when I asked him the question, what was it that did it? It's like neighbours had some dogs that they released, and they knew that these dogs were here, and they knew that it was the dogs that attacked the alpacas, but they made it look like it was some sort of cryptid dog man, something or other that was doing it. Yeah. So it's a way that the production team make it look like most media, they make it look more of something else than what it actually is. So I think there's stuff that goes on there, but I don't think it's as high strangeness as it's made out to be.
Yeah. But that's any TV show, even like Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, like they all embellish because they're trying to sell a story. Have I told you that I know somebody whose house was on Ghost Nation?
Not sure.
So this person's house was on Ghost Nation and they got a lot of stuff, but it didn't fit with the story they were trying to tell. So they couldn't use any of it.
Oh.
So when they go in, they have like a storyline they're following. And her house definitely has a lot of activity.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm listening. I'm just reading through the chat.
I know. Chat's very active today.
Yes. You're getting a lot of compliments. I'm getting nothing.
Oh. Somebody compliment Andy.
Hey?
I don't know. There was
Yeah.
lots of comments about your goatee earlier.
Yeah, well, one, that was Ash. And I paid him to
No,
say
there was
that.
another one. Ox said something too.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go find it.
That's fine. That's fine. Right, I'm going to get the next one.
All right.
Right. So, yes, I like rugged. That means I just look like I've not slept for a week. But
Oh, geez.
Right.
They are active today. I had to scroll all the way back.
yeah, that's good. Right. So from Derek, Andy Nicole, who is somebody that is an inspiration for the research you do and what keeps you motivated to keep pushing forward with phenomenal research? Oh, there is a list. And this is going back to, it's got to be name dropping again.
Yeah. I
You
have my list
can't.
open.
Steve Mera, Barry Fitzgerald, Paul Sinclair, Nathaniel, Vincent, Simon, anyone who I spoke to, Bridget, anyone I spoke to that has had just mad, weird phenomena that's gone on that they can't explain. They've been there, they've investigated it, but they still cannot tell you what it was.
Yeah.
They're the best ones. When they say, I say, I can tell you what I've seen, but as to what it was, not got a clue. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know why it was there. It happened, and that's it.
All right. It's my turn. I'm going to name drop now.
Go
So, the team from Parasite, because when we collab, it's Paramoon.
Yeah.
Rich Michella, the Bandoffs from Barefoot Paranormal, Ron and Lourdes, the Cocos, Kim Geyer, Jenny Colucci, Anthony Simonelli. These are people that I go out with and investigate with on a regular basis, and we all kind of push each other. They'll like send things that they got, and everybody will give their opinion on it. It kind of pushes you to try new things when you're investigating, to really be careful about your evidence. And
Yeah.
I just really respect the way that they all investigate.
Yeah. Oh, and Al
And
Santoriga.
Al.
Yes.
And Al.
Yeah, it's just because seeing especially seeing like you guys in the US, and then it's not real. It's mainly US in the UK. It's strange, but are different parts of the UK, like Paul that goes up to Bempton, Alex and Lane that go down to Rendlesham. Yeah, I go to Kennet, but I only started going to Kennet because I knew other people going there and getting stuff done. And it's just, and Tim Smith, he goes to loads of little places around near me that there's stuff going on that I didn't even know existed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just they're proving that there's something going on. They're not having to prove what is happening, but it's showing that paranormal is happening all around us. Doesn't you be in a shopping centre, you be in, don't know, driving into a car park or something. You can see anything anywhere, anytime that's paranormal. Yes. I know because it's happened to me so many times. So it's just, it's keeping it alive.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Alive, yeah. Pun not intended, but you know what I mean. It's unalive, yeah. It's keeping it going. It's keeping. Oh, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Someone out there. My vocabulary is shockingly bad.
I don't know. It keeps you like motivated. It keeps you kind of on your toes.
Yeah, it keeps you going. Keeps you awake.
Yes, and aware.
Keeps your eyes and ears open all the time. Even when you're having a break from the paranormal, which I've done a couple of times in the last 6 months, which is good because I think you do need to have a break from it and just disassociate yourself from it. Even if it's just like 3-4 days or something, I think you need that break because to constantly be doing not the same thing, but a similar thing all the time.
Yes.
It can get too much and you could get bored of it.
I don't think
That
I'd ever
could.
get bored of it.
Keeps your interest.
Yes, but
It
you get desensitized to it.
It gets annoying. It becomes
It's
annoying.
annoying?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's the best way that I can describe it. Joe, because you're constantly doing stuff, and it's finding the time to fit it all in. I think it's more that than anything else. I get annoyed with myself because of it.
I think for me, it's just about getting desensitized. Like when we're doing our events every month and we're going to the same places, which are really cool and have a lot of activity. But then when we don't get a crazy amount of activity, it's like, all right, this wasn't the best night. But our guests are like, holy shit, this cat ball just went off without anybody touching it. I'm like, the cat ball always goes off. The ghosts are always touching it.
Yeah.
You know, we get desensitized when it's really something that's cool and it shouldn't be happening, and it does. Yeah. And that in itself is amazing.
Yeah. I said we was going to have a break, but there's no point now because we've only got like 20 minutes left because we're not doing a full 2 hours tonight. So you all right to just carry on?
Let's go.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so yeah, Simon's put it annoys him and it can be boring in a way. It keeps your interest. It's strange. It is strange. Can't think of a better word.
People you're with too. Because if you're with a really good group of people and you're in a location, there's not much happening, you're joking, you're laughing, you're, hanging out, and it's not boring. It's just a different kind of interesting.
Yeah. But do you ever go anywhere then and you're out on an investigation, whether it's an event or a private one, and you just think, can't be asked, this is not my thing?
No.
Oh.
I'm always with my group. I'm always with the girls. So like we make the best out of it, no matter what. It's like hanging out with your friends. It doesn't really matter where you're going or what you're doing, you're hanging out.
Yeah.
It'd be different if I was going out alone.
Sorry, 1 sec. There we go.
We got very off track with this question.
I know. It's like when we went up to Bempton, met up with Wayne, Fire Spirit, and Simon, and then Paul and Les were there, and Linny and Pete and a couple of others. So I mean, I have had a lot of opportunity to meet up with different people on different locations, which has been great. So I kind of like that than being in a group, because I'd say like in a group, you kind of like, I suppose you're restricted if people don't want to go or they want to go somewhere else and they can't do that day. I just want to be like, right, let's go here when we go in 10 minutes. That's me. I don't like really some things you have to plan, but it's more like, should we just go now?
Yeah, we do that too. We have a good mix. And it's not always like there's 4 of us in full moon, but we don't always all have to go. And we work with a ton of other groups. So it's the whole like parent unity concept, you're hanging out with everybody.
Yep. There you go. Right. Next question.
Did you see all your compliments before?
I've seen some of them, and your chat's just going
amazing. You're looking very rugged today. Sweatshirt is cool.
Very hot is what it is.
Andy, you have come a long way with your podcast. Congrats, your hard work is paying off.
Yeah, it is hard work. It is.
We just have to shut those out.
Yeah, I'll just going on the podcast topic quickly. I have had a couple of people say to me, thinking of starting a YouTube channel, what's the best thing to do? I'm like, don't do it. Just don't do it. Unless you are prepared to put the hours in and be constant. And I mean, constant, 24/7 constant, it becomes your life. And you've got to do that for, I'd say, at least the first 2 years. Then don't do it, because you're just going to be wasting your time, wasting your money. And I think are better things to spend your money on. But if you're prepared to put the hours in, then yeah, go for it. And just learn it yourself as you go along.
Yeah.
That is the best way. And people will help you along the way. And yeah, you just go from there and just see how it goes. Anyway, next question. Kind of answered this. Andy Nicole, which other channel do you watch which you find interesting? So Truth Proof, obviously. Slap Tam, you need to watch that.
I will
Down
watch
the Rabbit Hole.
Despite the ridiculous name.
Yeah, Down the Rabbit Hole on Instagram. What Heidi Pot? Like Heidi Pot. Naked Truth, Bridget Barclay. I don't watch as many as what I should on the podcasts that I listen to. As follows. So I can tell you these. So Scottish Paranormal Podcast with Mark and Chris. Where's it gone? My God, home. That Him and Her podcast. No, that's mine.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
BMR Rob.
Let's Get Freaky.
Yeah, Let's Get Freaky. Dogman Encounters Radio, Vic Cundiff. The Confessionals. Paranormal Punchers. Bigfoot and Beyond. Paranormal Roundtable. Where are the others? I'm just trying to find them now. Why is it not showing? Oh, yeah, there we go. Pursuit of the Paranormal. Sorry, Ash. Penny Royal. That's a good one. Strange Matters Podcast. Hillbilly Horror Stories. Belief Hole. Paranormal Pendle Podcast with Craig Bryant. And the Paranormal Junkyard. Oh, Paranormal Are What with Caleb Ford. So, yeah, there's quite a few.
I'm not going to name drop because I don't really watch that many. I wish I had time to watch more. I try to catch like bits and pieces of them or watch shorts and like the highlights.
Yeah. Because I drive, I listen to a lot more than watch. It's just easy to listen on podcast. And you can listen to this back on podcast player. You don't have to watch it back.
That's true.
So there you go.
All right.
Oh, we've gone. We're back again.
Oh, okay.
Right. Next question. Did you answer this one, or was it just me rabbiting on?
It was just you because I said I don't really watch that many.
Yeah. Sorry,
I like Joe Rogan, but I don't listen to that as much as I should either.
Yes. Yeah, listen to a few of his, not all of them. Depends who the guest is. So
he just had a guy talking about like who was like the king of astral projection on. I didn't listen to that one either, but I want to. I intend to listen to a lot of things that I don't.
There you go.
It would not because it would just be counting and yelling at anybody who talks to me. Like I'm trying to count.
And then putting them in a box and then losing them.
I told you to check the Simon fan.
I know. I could have done. I was up that weekend. So.
Oh, we froze. We're still froze. Frozen. Oh my god. What happened? Where did Andy go? Did we lose Andy? Andy froze and then he left. So I don't know. Can you guys still see me okay? Am I back? Oh, Andy's back.
I'm back.
I read the show talking to myself for a minute.
I got completely booted. It wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, you're a little glitchy. You're on the wrong side. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Right.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
There we go. You're back.
It just
It wouldn't be an
went...
episode of Alienate UK if there was not some kind of technical issue.
No, there's always something. Right, what was the question?
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Oh, there's like half the amount of questions that there were when you left, so I have no idea.
Right. Question: what is for dinner? A proper meal? Yes. No. Just had a bit of chicken and a couple of sausage. That was it.
I don't know what I'm making.
Huh?
I don't know what I'm making after I get off here.
No.
I don't know. Well, I'll cook something. I only have one kid home tonight, so.
Right. Next question. Andy Nicole, have you ever had Brian Staveley on your stream? Nope. For Mandela Effect topic. He might be the best out there. He started with September 11, 21 conspiracies in 2022-ish. I will have to look him up.
Because I love a good 9/11 conspiracy.
Yes, there's quite a few going about now, you know. Have you seen them all?
There's
loads. I was watching some this afternoon, which is very odd.
I will say I don't believe the whole thing where they're saying like it never happened, because clearly it did happen.
Oh, well, yeah. You couldn't not.
Yeah.
It couldn't not happen.
Yeah. Because that's just insane. But the way that it happened, it's a little fishy.
Definitely something going on. Next question from Tonya. Which subject is your favorite? Cryptid, ghosts, or aliens, or both, or all, even? You go first.
Oh, ghosts.
Obviously.
Because that's what I do.
Well, mine is aliens. Then I am going down like the cryptid path as well, just because of stuff that's gone on. And then ghosts, for me, ghosts is like, it's always been constant. There doesn't seem to be anything that changed. You see a full body apparition or a semi-transparent person, and then they either don't see you or they vanish, and then that's it. There's nothing more, because like when you like using EVP and all that, what's to say you are contacting a ghost? It could be an alien, it could be a cryptid, it could be just a form of energy that's around where you are.
So I've said this before, but being in the paranormal community, I don't know if I believe in ghosts.
You can't say that. They'll kick you out.
I'm saying it because that exactly what you just said. We're communicating with something. Something intelligent is responding to our questions and our requests, but what the hell is it? Is it interdimensional? Is it like a time loop kind of thing? Is it just our own consciousness projecting what we want to happen on these machines?
So what if it's like we're all, as everyone keeps saying, we're all part of the same energy, and it's just like you said, it's us replying to us? What if you're doing EVP and getting these answers back, and it's your mind is projecting that, is causing that to happen because that's what you want? Going back to manifestation.
We've done that experiment. We've done the experiment where we have everybody sitting in the room and we think one word, and we're focusing on that one word to see if
Yeah.
we can project it onto the recorder. But
Yep.
that brings the question of, we said that out loud. So what if the spirit also heard that and was trying to project it on the recorder as well, and they did?
Yeah.
It's just, there's many theories, and
But it's like, but it's like when I heard the growling outside the bedroom window.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that if I'd have put my arm out and stuck my head out to have a look, that'd have been the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it could have been me projecting it because there's so much going on at that house. It was just like a vortex of all these different type of energy. So I tell you what I heard, but I couldn't tell you what it was. Right. So we're coming up to our final question. It's been good tonight. Thank you, everyone.
It has been good. Thank you all for your questions and for interacting with us.
This is how you do a proper Q&A.
Yeah.
Hey, Daryl.
Hey. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys putting in all your questions, because otherwise it would have been me and Andy rambling for an hour and a half, and nobody wants that.
Do that anyway.
I mean, yeah,
Right.
we do that anyway, but
yeah. Right. So
at least
final
we ramble in
question.
some kind of direction.
Yeah. So this is from Og, one of our moderators. What is the most amazing thing you have seen in the paranormal world?
The Alienate UK show, obviously.
Yay. I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Not doing myself any favors there, am I? No. So what stands out for you the most out of everything you've encountered, seen, heard? What is the one thing that is like, this is like tops everything?
I think I'm gonna go with when I was standing next to the full-bodied apparition for 10 minutes. When I went to the Shanley, and I probably talked about it before.
When you thought it was one of the colleagues stood behind you.
Yeah. Because I walk out of the room, or Susan walks out of the room, I walk out of the room, I think Lisa walks out of the room and is standing next to me. And 10 minutes later, I go, 5-10 minutes later, whatever. All right, Lisa, we're going to go downstairs. And there's no Lisa. There was nobody standing next to me when there was clearly a blonde woman wearing dark clothes standing next to me. Which one are you going with?
It's tricky, isn't it? See, mine has got to be, or it doesn't have to be. It's not even bench guy. I think it kind of is two. It's not bench guy. So I've got three. Can I do my top? Can I do my top three?
Yes, go for it.
So I think the top one has got to be the pterodactyl type thing that I've seen, because they either exist or it's some sort of time slip. And I watched it, and it flew, and it went out of sight, and then I forgot about it. And then I seen CGI image on Facebook. I was like, oh my god, that was what I seen. And then started doing research into it, and it was that. Oh, that's what I could see. Whether it was that is another story, but that's what I seen. There was that. Then you've got the man walking the dog across the road that then became a woman. If there was no dog, I'd just thought two different people. But because it was the same dog with the same bright red lead and a little white dog, like a Bichon Frise or something, that's how I knew it was the same person. And the whole everything else behind it. Then bench guy, because I had a full interaction chat for at least a minute with someone sat on a bench, and that's what he looked like. He looked like this when I was talking to him, but if you watch the video frame by frame, this orange glow starts off as a single vertical line and just gets bigger and bigger. And I did not see any of that as I was chatting to him.
Bench guy needs a theme song.
Yes. I might create one Like
With AI.
AI.
Do it.
Yeah.
Bench
Yeah.
guy song.
And then the other one was the little giggly laugh when Kate had been on, and then he heard the what sounded like a fairy behind me. It's just, well, I think the most amazing one has got to be the pterodactyl. That's right at the top, because seeing something that's either used to exist and now doesn't exist, or they do still exist but in a different dimension or in a different time, as all these timelines run parallel to each other. And there's two other people that I know have had encounters with him, and one of them was in the same part of town where I was, so but looking at it from the opposite direction. So I think it's got to be that. And the size of it was about 24 foot long with about 16-foot wingspan at least.
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
So the other one, I'm going to pick another one too, because
Yes, you can.
this place that we went recently that I still can't really talk about had the most crazy activity. And I'm thinking we're kind of going there, we're filming, we're bullshitting, you know, that we might have some things go off that they're going to like embellish for, you know, YouTube. But
Yep.
no, this one place we went, this one room, we set up equipment and we set up kind of like everything but the kitchen sink so that hopefully one thing would go off and we'd have some activity on camera. Everything was going off. Cat balls, REM pods, motion detectors, the mag light, everything. And like on request, the little robots.
Yep.
I don't know if I've ever seen such an active room in a building ever. And what was cool too is the spirits kind of led us to that room.
Yeah.
Because we're downstairs, we're hearing like thumping coming from upstairs and we're following it. And then we all decided to set up in this one room because everybody got kind of vibes in there, and the activity was off the freaking charts.
Yeah, that's mad. See, I've never had anything like that. Well, I suppose they have, but I didn't have any equipment to test what was happening. So
it was like you'd say, "Can you set this cat ball off?" And it would go off. Okay, well, can you set the flashlight off? Going off. It was going just around the room with all the stuff.
yeah, that's pretty cool. That. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've enjoyed tonight.
We'll all get to see that tomorrow.
Yes.
Hopefully, I'm gonna send the link once it drops.
Yes.
Watch, I've been talking about this, and they're like, "Yeah, we scrapped that episode."
Yeah, imagine that.
Right?
Like,
whatever.
It didn't exist. It never happened.
Yeah. But it was a really cool experience.
Yes. So I am back tomorrow, 6 p.m. with Coley Webber and Dana Louise, going out on different YouTube channels. This one and Coley's. If she sends me the link, she's supposed to send it like weeks ago. Yeah. But I know she's done it and got it already. I'm just waiting so then I can link it up to YouTube. And then Monday, there's possibility that it could be me, you, and Tommy, maybe Simon. Still waiting to sort it out. And then the following Monday, going to have Bigfoot Dwarf come back on. So we're going to do it around 5 p.m. UK time.
I like how we're cutting out Fridays, but we've just kind of replaced it with Mondays.
Yeah, but it's just a short one. It's not like 2 hours. It just works better, I think.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're still putting the content out. It's better positioning, I think.
Yeah.
So.
And then we get Tommy. And I miss Tommy.
I know, and Tommy needs to be phoning me today. Oh, hello. Bonjour, Sue, and au revoir,
hi,
Sue.
Bonjour, Sue.
That's Tommy's mum.
Yep, everybody say hi, Sue.
Yes.
Yeah, because we need a freaking date for them to come on.
I know. Well, we've got a couple of spare dates now.
Infamous Sue.
I know. And it better not be Tommy. Just come on, put a wig on.
Tommy in a wig.
That.
No, we've already done the wig show. We haven't done a wig show in a little while, though.
No, I need a new wig.
Yeah, your Apple one's getting a little ratty.
Yeah. So Wayne's just put people do other stuff on a Friday. So yeah, the reason we're dropping Fridays, for those that don't know, is because we've got events to go to, got conferences to go to. I want to go out doing investigations that I'm not having to do as a live stream, so I can concentrate on what's going on when we get there, not just filming and chatting. So there's a lot going on, but we just haven't got the time to do it. So this is why I'm dropping Fridays. Wednesday is going to be the main day. Even though I've got a lot in the chat today, which has been a lot quite high than has been for the last few weeks. Wednesday seems to be the main day.
Yeah.
So yes.
That's good.
That's it. That's all I've got. So thank you.
Do we have a minute? Can I announce my thing that I didn't announce?
Yes, you can.
So I am doing.
Quite sure how to help you with that.
Parasite has a annual event called the Para Summit. It's kind of meeting of the minds of people in the paranormal. That's Frankie Adeo's group. And they're hosting it at the Ritz. And it is this year they're opening it up to the public. And they're doing a lead investigation. They're doing breakout rooms. And I am hosting a breakout room about hot topics in the paranormal. So if anybody wants to send me some hot topics in the paranormal that they think that I should talk about, that'd be cool, because I want to know what people want to hear about.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Last one from Grandia is asking, Andy Nicole, how often do you take recommendations for guests from the chat? I have listed mine to you. Take recommendations all the time. Yeah, it's great having guests coming back on, but it's also good to have fresh meat, so to speak, and something new to talk about, their encounters, what they do, who they team up with, what got them inspired, all that kind of stuff. So we're always looking for new people to come on.
Yes, and it's just a matter of, finding out if that time works for them, because we're at a set time, and if they're available. So we can't always get to everybody's recommendations. It doesn't always work out, but we try.
Yeah,
Andy
we
tries.
do our best. Yeah. So myself, nickname helps out a lot. A few people in the chat. So it's all good. Was that speaking? No, it was my Alexa. Nicole said something and it kicked it off, and it tried answering a question that wasn't asked. Oh yeah, suppose it was AI. Yeah.
I'm just gonna start yelling at your Alexa now.
No, I'm just gonna. I can't even reach him to mute him.
Alexa, play Baby Got Back.
No, it didn't. Oh, no, you can't hear. Got my headphones on. How did it pick you up then?
I don't know. It wasn't me then.
Because I wasn't talking. Ghost in the machine.
Yep.
Right, that's it. So we are done. Yep. We will be back on. Well, I'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Then I'm going to be back on Wednesday. So next week with Jonathan Downs. So he's the director of something of cryptozoology. He was born in Japan but lives in the US, from what I can remember. That's right, I'm just reading the chat. Right, I'm going to go. Yeah. Say again?
I said, and maybe we'll be back Monday.
Fingers crossed we'll be back Monday. So, but Monday 4 p.m. is a perfect time for me to do it, because then I can get it done, and then I've got the rest of the day and the rest of the week to do what I need to do. So,
and then I gotta go to work.
Yeah, so you can do that, then go to work, and I can finish work, then do that. So yeah, right. So thank you everyone for the chat. It's been absolutely amazing. Yes. I think this has got to be one of my favorite ones without a guest. 100%. It's like at the top. So
thank you for all your questions
all around. Yes, you can listen back on Podcast Player and Audible, and you can help support the group. All the links are in the chat, and I'm going to play the Creepy Voice Man in about 2 minutes. So thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Hope to see a lot of you tomorrow night, 6 p.m. It's going to be going out on here and on Coley's and possibly Dana's. And then when I get the go-ahead to talk about the NDA that I signed, I can tell you all about that as well. It is quite exciting. It's just that because I've known about it for a long time and I've got other stuff going on. It's like just trying to prioritize what's what and where it all fits in together. So, right. So see you. I'll see you tomorrow. We will see you on Wednesday.
Slash maybe
That's
Monday.
it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Monday and Wednesday and Friday. Oh, no, you're not here on Friday, but we have got Brandon, Thomas, and Dawn Lester coming on. So she's been us off for a better offer.
I'm not. I have an event at Silvio's. We're doing dinner and investigation and a gallery reading.
It's not good enough.
Good night.
Not good enough. Right. So yeah. Shh. Right. So on that note, we're gonna go. See you tomorrow. See you Monday. See you Wednesday. See you Friday. Bye-bye.
This episode will also be available as audio wherever you listen to your podcasts: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, etc., as well as being available on Audible. If you would like to help to support the channel, you can do this by joining the YouTube membership or Patreon, which both have a number of different tiers, or you can donate via PayPal. Links are in the channel description. Thanks for watching. See you next
Goodbye. Goodbye.